Hello everyone, my name is Prashanti. In this module, we are going to discuss about technological advances. Technological advances in medicine. Through technological advances, we can analyze the test results to identify the precancerous cells. They are too small for a person to see. And we can also develop implanted devices, for example, cochlear implants. Other technological advances in medicine are brain to computer interfacing, where it is a process of connecting brain to computer, and we will implant electrodes in the brain to read our brain and to interpret the brain waves. BCI is used to restore lost functionality and to facilitate communications of severely disabled individuals. Recent experimentation performed human brain to brain interfacing. It is performed in University of Washington, where researchers are located in two different labs. Both of them are wearing special caps, where one cap is used to read the brain and other cap is used to simulate. So one researcher, he is thinking and playing in his brain, playing a video game in his brain, where he lifted his right hand to click on the fire button, while other researcher involuntarily he lifted his right hand and he clicked on the fire button unknowingly, using human brain to brain interfacing. One concern for this technology is this technology can be misused. Other technological advances in medicine are telemedicine and telesurgery. Where in telemedicine, use of networking technology to provide medical information and services, and patients can use websites to contact physicians, and they can make appointments, they can view their lab results, they can view their medical information, and so on. And more complex systems can provide care remotely to people who could not otherwise have access. So, in rural areas and in some other areas, they might not have access to medical services. So, these more complex systems are used to provide care remotely to people. Enables remote diagnosis of patients. So, using video conferencing, physicians can diagnose patients remotely. Telesurgery. It is a form of robotic surgery in which doctor's physical location is different and patient's physical location is different. But doctor will give commands to robots, and doctors will control the robots remotely, and robots will perform surgeries taking the doctor's commands. It can be performed over internet. It gives closer view and more precision to doctors, because robots will have digital cameras within them, so doctors can have closer view and more precision. And as doctors will say the commands and controls the robots are very precise and they can perform exactly as per the commands, so the results are smaller incisions. It is essential in providing service to remote areas. So when it is needed to provide service in remote areas, telesurgery is the best technology to use. It will likely be needed for extensive space exploration, for large space exploration, in the sense sometimes it needs astronauts and NASA experts to travel to space and to Mars to perform research, and it will take 2 to 3 years to come back. They need telesurgery and telemedicine technologies. So researchers are working on this concept for astronauts. In this figure, you can see the examples of telemedicine applications, where in this figure you can see physician is diagnosing patient through video conferencing. So using video conferencing robots, they are diagnosing patients. If you see patients showing their hands, which means physician is diagnosing patients remotely. And in this figure, if you see, doctors are located in different physical location and patients are located in different physical location. But doctors are controlling robots, and they are giving commands to robots, and robots are assisting in surgery. Robots are performing surgery, where telesurgery is robo assisted surgery. So you can see in this figure. Technological advances in military. US government is working a lot to work on military equipment, and they are also researching for technological advances in military. There are two technological advances in military. They are battlefield robots. Battlefield robots are used in areas of conflict and to investigate caves, buildings, trials. They are used to ensure areas are safe so that soldiers can enter into that areas, and to locate and dispose bombs, mines and other explosive devices in the field. As it is dangerous for people in dangerous situations and in hazardous situations, battlefield robots are used. Battlefield robots are typically controlled by remotely, and it is controlled by soldiers. Researchers are working hard to develop autonomous robots so that they can navigate by themselves without the assistance of soldiers. And unmanned aerial vehicles and drones, they are used to take the surveillance photos. Other technological advances in medicine, in military, are exoskeleton systems. Exoskeleton suit. It is a wearable robotic system. It is designed to give physical capabilities and protection to soldiers. It is being developed for military. Additional physical capabilities in the sense of it gives soldiers the ability to run faster, and also it enables soldiers to carry heavier items. So it gives additional physical capabilities for soldiers to run faster and to carry heavier items. And the future versions of exoskeleton suit might be light, bulletproof, and it might be able to solidify on command to act as a cast or administer painkillers when directed by physician. The main use of exoskeleton suit is to give additional physical capabilities for soldiers to run faster and to carry heavier items and protection. In this figure, you can see battlefield robots and exoskeleton systems, where you can see battlefield robots are they are used in battlefields, and exoskeleton systems are used to give protection to soldiers and give extra physical capabilities like to run faster and to carry heavier items. Let's go through a quick quiz. Which of the following provides the ability to provide care remotely to people who otherwise might not have access? Brain-to-brain interfacing, telemedicine, neural network. We have discussed about brain-to-brain interfacing, and we have discussed about performed research experiment in University of Washington, where two researchers are located in two different labs, and both of them wear special caps. One cap is used to read and one cap is used to simulate. And we have discussed about telemedicine, where telemedicine will provide assistance, it provides websites where patients can log into websites and to contact physicians, and they can using telemedicine, physicians can diagnose patients using using video conferencing remotely. And we have discussed about more complex systems where they provides ability to provide care remotely to people in rural areas. So where medical services are not available, we have more complex systems, they can provide care remotely to people. So the correct answer for this question is telemedicine. True or false question. A system using knowledge from medical experts that is used to help diagnose patients would be type of expert system. We have discussed about expert systems where it will draw conclusions using knowledge base and inference engine, where knowledge base contains facts and rules, and we have inference engine is a software program which applies these facts to rules to answer the query. So we have the knowledge from medical experts. So using that knowledge from medical experts, we can that will be used to help the diagnose patients. So it would be a type of expert system. We have knowledge and rule, so we can apply this knowledge to the rule, and it is a type of expert system. The correct answer is true. A wearable robotic system designed to give additional physical capabilities and protection is called dash. We have discussed just now about exoskeleton systems or exoskeleton suit, where it is a wearable robotic system which gives physical capabilities and protection to soldiers, where by wearing this exoskeleton suit, soldiers can run faster and they can also carry heavier items. So the correct answer for this question is exoskeleton suit. Correct answers are provided here. The next topic is societal implications of emerging technology. New technologies usually provide benefits, but not all the technologies are accepted by individuals. We have different concerns with new technologies. They are security and privacy issues. Trusting intelligent computers will also be a safety hazard sometimes. And allowing medical technology to enable people to be controlled by others is also a concern. And spending on research other than other areas, and technology is advancing too quickly, so we won't be able to see the repercussions until it's too late. Next, we can discuss about examples of other technological advances 2020 and beyond. Emerging Technology 2020 by Gartner. But not all the technologies are accepted by individuals, but technological advances will provide benefits. According to Gartner, we are provided with top 5 emerging trends, which we have different emerging technologies which are under these trends, but these are the 5 emerging trends provided by Gartner. They are composite architectures, algorithmic trust, beyond silicon, formative artificial intelligence, and digital image. Let's discuss about each of these trends in detail. Composite architectures. Composite architectures are nothing but agile or responsive architectures. It allows enterprises to respond to rapidly changing business needs, as they are responsive architectures. So the emerging technologies under this composite architectures are private 5G and algorithmic trust. Algorithmic trust, like we can trust algorithms more than anything. So algorithmic trust models ensures security, privacy, it identifies peoples and things. And we have beyond silicon trend, which means we use silicon material to make the transistors. So Moore's law says that like using the developing the transistors to form the integrated circuit will double each year. So it led to use other materials also. So the emerging technologies which are using this trend, which are in this trend, are carbonated transistors. And we have formative artificial intelligence. Formative artificial intelligence is a type of AI where it will allow dynamic changing. So dynamically it will change in according to the situations. And let's discuss about the emerging technologies fall under this trend. And we have digitally me. Digital me is nothing but we are technology is integrating with people nowadays. So we can create digital versions of people. That is called digital me. For example, we have discussed about brain, which is brain computer interface, where we have electrodes implanted into the brain and we can directly communicate with the computer using our brain. Like it is like brain to computer and computer to brain, two-way communication directly to computer and to brain. In this figure you can see hype cycle, Gartner hype cycle. Gartner hype cycle is nothing but like it is interpreting technology hype. It is like interpreting how technology will perform in future. So in hype cycle we have it is drilled down into 5 key phases. They are innovations trigger, peak of inflated expectations, trough of disillusionment, slope of enlightenment, plateau of productivity. So in innovation trigger phase is the first phase, where in innovation trigger we have proof of concept stories. When a technology is implemented, we need proof of concept stories, and this media interest will trigger into publicity of this technology in innovation trigger. And in second phase, which is peak of inflated expectations, these publicity might produce successful stories, or sometimes it will be accompanied by failures in peak of inflated expectations. In third phase, which is trough of disillusionments, we will have experiments and implementations that might fail sometimes, and like producers might fail to deliver the technology. In slope of enlightenment, which means it is an examples of instances where enterprises might benefit from the technology. It is like examples of instances where enterprises can benefit from this technology. And plateau of productivity, which is adoption of this technology. In slope of enlightenment, when enterprises benefit from this technology using the instances, so companies will start making the technology into possibility. And in plateau of productivity, we have like adoption of this technology will take into action and it will start to take off. So we have discussed about 5 trends. So self-supervised learning will come under AI, this formative artificial intelligence, and digital twin of person will come under digital me. So these are the emerging technologies will come under those trends we have discussed before. Emerging Technology 2020 by CompTIA. For 2020, the top 10 emerging technologies according to CompTIA Emerging Technology Community are artificial intelligence, fifth generation of mobile network, Internet of Things, serverless computing, biometrics, augmented reality or virtual reality, blockchain, robotics, natural language processing, and quantum computing. So when we compare these emerging technologies with 2019 list, then IoT, which is Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, fifth generation, serverless computing, blockchain, robotics, biometrics, 3D printing, virtual reality, and drones are in the list of 2019. And top 3 technologies are AI, fifth generation of mobile network, and IoT are stayed as same, and the new technologies are added into the list. They are natural language processing and quantum computing by replacing 3D printing and drones from last year. So top 10 emerging technologies of 2020 by tech startups are artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain, 3D print, mobile, autonomous cars, mobile internet, robotics, virtual reality or augmented reality, wireless power, quantum computing, fifth generation of mobile network, voice assistant, cyber security, and cloud. Let's discuss about these emerging technologies. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a development of machines. So it will adjust to new inputs and it will perform human-like tasks. It is a broad field of technology. It includes many algorithms, many methods, many models and technologies, and the major subfields are provided here, where we have neural networks implementation in chess in 1950s to 1990s, and machine learning. Machine learning is nothing but machine will be capable of learning by itself, and it will learn to the new data, and it is implemented in from 1980s to 2010. Machine learning becomes popular, and nowadays we are using deep learning. Deep learning is nothing but neural networks where we have multiple layers of neurons, and in deep learning we are using for speech recognition, image recognition, and for biometrics and so on. Let's discuss about major fields in artificial intelligence. They are machine learning. Machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence where machine will learn by itself. And through machine learning we have different models where using that particular model the machine will learn by itself to new data, and we have different types of machine learning algorithms, and different types of machine learning are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. Where in supervised learning we are given with training data and testing data. We will train the model and we will test with some data. So machine should predict correctly for test data. And we have unsupervised learning where we don't have labels, which is test data. We'll train the model. Neural networks. Neural networks are we have neurons. They are used to find the patterns. And we have deep learning. Deep learning is nothing but we have multi-layer neural networks. We have multiple layers, multiple neurons, where each layer will have the data, will get the data, input data, and it will produce output data. So finally the model will be trained and it will be modeled for the trained data. And cognitive computing, uh, it will be used to analyze the patterns. And computer vision is used to recognize the images. And natural language processing, it is used uh, to understand the natural language and to identify the natural language. Internet of Things. Of Things, which is also called IoT, it is a system of interrelated computing devices. So we know that network is a collection of computers that are connected together. But other than computers and mobile phones, we have different devices which have internet enabled in them. So that objects will be connected together. That devices are called things. So that things should have internet, and they should also have sensors, and each thing is given with unique identifiers, and they are able to transfer data over internet. So they doesn't require any human computer interaction or human to human interaction. So each thing will have unique identifier, and they should have the ability to transfer data over internet. Some Internet of Things applications are smart homes and livestock monitoring. Where in smart homes, we can turn off our lights, we can control our temperature, we can lock our doors. So using IoT, we can do all these things. And we can also monitor our livestock. So in our cattle, we can monitor the health of cattle using IoT. So by 2024, it is estimated that there will be more than 20 billion IoT devices. So they will be able to exchange data over the internet. Blockchain is also an emerging technology. It is defined as chain of blocks. Each block has a digital information, and chain is called a database. So collection of these blocks will make the chain. This chain of blocks is called blockchain. So the purpose of blockchain is to solve the double records problem, where it is impossible to store the same data in different way. So it resolves double records problem. It will record each data using this timestamp. So double records data is not there in blockchain. So each block has data, as we have discussed digital information, and each block has hash code. Hash code is a unique identifier of that block, and will have hash of previous block. The first block, which is also called Genesis block will not have any hash previous hash code of previous block. It will have its hash code itself. But block 2 will have the hash code for block 2, and it will have the hash code of previous block, which is block 1, to make the to make the chain. Blockchains are used to they use distributed peer-to-peer network for transferring data or blocks. So why blockchain? It is resilience, time reduction, it will have quick settlements, and it is reliable, and we have unchangeable transactions, as we have monitoring systems in blockchain. It is unchangeable transactions. We have a fraud prevention, and we have security provided in blockchain, and transparency is also there in blockchain. So each transaction will be it will be provided for each node each node is called each computer. So everyone can see all the changes in the blockchain. So it is transparent. Next emerging technology is autonomous cars. Autonomous cars is a vehicle that is capable of sensing its environment and operating without human involvement. Autonomous cars will rely on sensors, actuators, complex algorithms, machine learning systems, and powerful processors. So we have different levels of automation of cars. In level 1 is just manual, like it's completely human involvement is required, and in second level driver will assist the car, and we will have just a single automated control, which is cruise control. And in level 2 we have partial automation, where vehicle performs automated tasks. Like humans should be able to control at any time, but it will perform some automation tasks. In level 3 we have conditional automation, where vehicle performs most driving cars, and but we have the humans to monitor, and humans should resume the vehicle control. And in level 4 we have high automation, where vehicle performs all the tasks, but we have resuming human control is option. And in level 5, which is full automation, vehicle should perform all the driving tasks, where zero human attention is required. We have different challenges in autonomous cars. They are weather conditions. So autonomous cars should automatically sense the weather, so and should drive accordingly. And autonomous cars should know the traffic conditions and laws. They should know the accident liabilities and artificial versus emotional intelligence. Sometimes we will say like this, here we can see the emotions while we are driving, but artificial intelligence, like autonomous cars, should also sense the human tasks. That is the major challenge. Robotics. Next emerging technology is robotics. Robotics is an interdisciplinary research area. Robotics is nothing but study of robots and making robots. The main goal of robotics is to design intelligent machines that will help humans in their day-to-day lives and keep environment safe. That is the major purpose of robots. And the applications of robots are helping fight forest fires and working alongside humans in manufacturing plants. Robots offer championship to elderly individuals, surgical assistants. We have discussed about like surgical assistants. We have discussed about telesurgery before, and last mile package and food order delivery, and autonomous household jobs like vacuum cleaning, mowing the grass. And robots are also used during search and rescue missions after natural disasters, and in landmine detectors in war zones. We have discussed about battlefield robots. Next emerging technology is virtual reality. Virtual reality is the use of computer technology to create simulated environment. So, by wearing the head-mounted display, it creates simulated environment. So, virtual reality is nothing but it creates simulated environment. So by wearing head-mounted display, we can see the simulated environment. What is the difference between virtual reality and augmented reality? Augmented reality simulates artificial objects in real environment. It's like if you know about Google 3D object, where it simulates the artificial objects in real environment. And virtual reality creates artificial environment Like the environment is completely different in virtual reality, but in augmented reality, in real environment, it will create simulated, it simulates artificial objects. Fifth generation of mobile network. It is a new global wireless standard for after 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G networks. So we all know about first generation, which is developed in 1980s. First generation is just to deliver analog voice, and second generation in early 1990s it introduced digital voice using CDMA, code division multiple access. And third generation mobile standard, wireless standard, that brought 3G mobile data. So 3G mobile data. In fourth generation, we have long-term LTE standard, which is fastest standard. LG 4G LTE in 2010s. And 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G led to 5G, which is designed to provide more connectivity than was available before. So the main purpose of 5G is to provide more connectivity. 5G is unified and it is capable air interface. So the main purpose of designing 5G is to extend capability or to enable next generation user experiences, and also the main purpose is like virtually connect to other devices, not only to persons but also other devices, objects, things. It is based on OFDM, which is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. It is used to reduce interference. And 5G wireless technology is meant to deliver high multi-Gbps peaks data speeds. It has a high speed of data transfer and ultra low latency, more reliability, massive network capacity and increased availability, and a more unique and uniform user experience to more users. And 5G is being used, it has been deployed in 35 countries, 35 plus countries. Next emerging technology is cyber security. Cyber security is a practice of defending computers, servers from malicious attacks. We have discussed about cyber security in previous chapters, where we have different types of cyber threats. Cyber crime. Cyber crime is nothing but the crime which is performed over internet, and cyber attacks, cyber terrorism. Types of malwares. Malware, we have discussed about malware. Malware is nothing but malicious software. And virus. Virus is a malicious software where it will slow down our computer and it will change how our computer works. And we have discussed about trojans, malware programs, spywares, ransomware, adware. Adware is nothing but advertisements, malwares. And we have discussed about botnets in previous chapters. Cyber threats include SQL injection. SQL injection means stealing our data, and phishing. Phishing is stealing our confidential and private information. Denial of service attack, like it will deny our services because of the acts of hackers. And cyber safety tips. We can secure our computers by following cyber safety tips. We can protect our computers. We should update our softwares and operating system so that our security packs will also be updated. And we should use antivirus softwares to protect against these attacks. And we should use strong passwords. So, and we should not use same passwords for like different authentications or authorizations. We should use strong passwords, and we should not open email attachments from unknown senders. It will take to different websites, and it will take to hackers websites. So we should not click on email attachments. Do not click on links in emails from unknown senders. We should not click on emails links because it will take to hackers websites. Avoid using unsecure Wi-Fi networks in public places. So even while using other Wi-Fi networks, they will capture and steal our data. So avoid using unsecure Wi-Fi networks. Next emerging technology is cloud computing. Cloud computing is an on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet. So it goes with pay-as-you-go pricing. So there are different types of cloud computing. They are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Cloud computing is nothing but where computing is done in internet. We have IT resources over the internet, so we can take the IT resources from the internet by demanding those services from the internet. So we have three services: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Where infrastructure means networks, servers, servers, and we have networks, block storage, computes, and so on. A platform as a service means software tools like Google Apps and like that software tools. The platform as a service means databases, object storage, and so on. And software as a service as a softwares. We can access softwares using cloud computing. And we have different benefits as agility. Agility means we can quickly access all the resources which are available on the cloud, and we can quickly use all the services, and they are very easy to use. And elasticity in the sense, when we take one database server, we can also expand if our data exceeds. Like that, if our data is narrowed, we can pay for what we are using, and we have cost savings. So as we said, we are not buying all the infrastructure, and we are not buying all the software tools which are platforms. We are not buying all the infrastructure like servers, and we are not buying all the platforms, so we can save our cost, and we can deploy globally in minutes. So as it is in cloud, we can deploy our softwares in minutes. The latest technology trends that will impact businesses in 2020 by mobile app are 5G network, autonomous driving, the empowered edge, democratization of technology, human augmentation, distributed cloud, DARQ age is here, personal profiling, AI products, data policing, momentary markets, automation, reskilling human workforce, medical upgrade, and digital debit. Summary of chapter 8. The computer of future. We are discussing about emerging technologies. We have discussed about emerging networking technologies and artificial intelligence, which is the development of intelligent machine, And technological advances in medicine, they are uh, like telesurgery, telemedicine, brain to computer interfacing. Technological advances in military. In military, we have technological advances like exoskeleton suit and battlefield robots. And societal implications of emerging technology. So this is for today's session. Thank you for watching.